everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Instrumentation and Control. Today's our topic is Lafner stability analysis of continuous LTI system and discrete LTI system in the unit number 4 fuzzy logic application in the control system. Now, in the example is given x1 of k plus 1, x2 of k plus 1 that is equal to 0, 1, minus 0.5 minus 1, x1 of k, x2 of k. Okay, so in the example, first of all, we have to identify that the system is given in the discrete form or the continuous form. So, if the matrix or the value of x1 and x2 is given in the sample form like x of k, x1 of k plus 1, x2 of k. So that type of system is the discrete time system. And if the system equation is given in the x dot form, x dot, x1 of dot, x2 of dot, so this type of system is for the continuous time system. So here you can easily identify that the equation is given x1 of k plus 1, x2 of k plus 1. Okay, so this is the discrete time system example. So we have to take q is equal to 1001, p is equal to p11, p12, p12, p22 because here 2 cross 2 matrix is given in the example and the G matrix is 0, 1, minus 0.5, minus 1. Okay, so put the value of Z transform P, G in this equation. So what is the value of Z transform? It is 0, minus 0.5, 1, minus 1. P matrix will be P11, P12, P12, P22 into G. That is equal to 0, 1, minus 0.5, minus 1, minus P matrix will be P11, P12, P12 and P22 and Q matrix will be minus 1001. Now what is the next step? Same like the continuous time system, we have to solve this matrix and then we have to find the value of P11, P12 and P22. So you have to multiply these three matrix and then we have to subtract the P matrix. Okay, so we can get 0.25 P22 minus P11 that is equal to minus 1. The next equation is 0.5 in the bracket minus P12 plus P22 minus P12 that is equal to 0 and the third equation is P11 minus 2 P12 is equal to minus 1. So using three differential equation, you have to simplify this equation and then you have to find the value of P11, P12 and P22. So for this example, we can get P11 is equal to 11 by 5, P12 is equal to 8 by 5 and P22 is equal to 24 by 5. Clear? Okay, now we have to check that the system is positive definite or the negative definite. So we can get the P matrix like this manner 11 by 5, 8 by 5, 8 by 5 and 24 by 5. So we have to apply the principle of minus. So first of all we have to check mode of P11 greater than 0. Here mode of 11 by 5 will be greater than 0. Next is mode of 11 by 5, 8 by 5, 8 by 5 and 24 by 5 is greater than 0 or not. So 11 by 24 divided by 25 minus 64 divided by 25 and if we have to simplify this term we can get the answer in the positive form. So it is also greater than 0. So whatever P matrix is here it is the positive definite. So this equivalent state at origin x is equal to 0 and whenever the value of greater than 0 it is asymptotically stable in large. Okay. So we have to find the stability using the root locus method, bilinear method, Zurich stability state in the discrete domain. Same thing if the example or the system is given in the matrix form, that time we have to also apply the Lyapunov stability analysis, and then using this function we have to easily identify that whatever system is given is stable, unstable, or the globally stable and the asymptotically stable in large. For that you have to remember the scalar function, and the stability criteria is given for the Lyapunov theorem. The main advantages is that Lyapunov stability theorem is applicable linear and the non-linear system. Using the non-linear system, if the system will not stable, that time we have to set the value of x such that the system will become non-linear to linear system. Okay, so the first and easy method is we have to find the equivalent state. If it is at the origin though, so that type of system is known as the stable system. But if there is a problem, that time the second method is we have to apply the Lyapunov stability analysis. And what is the criteria for the stability? Same thing for this root locus method. If all the poles and zero in the left hand plane, that type of system is stable system. If all the poles and zero in the right hand plane, that type of system is unstable system. And the value of the poles and zero in the imaginary axis, that type of system is known as the marginally or the globally stable system. Clear? And here the one more thing is check. We have to check the equivalent point for this particular system. Okay. So any system is given in the discrete form, you have to remember this equation Z transform PG minus P, that is equal to minus Q. Put the value of G, P and Q in this equation, and we have to easily identify the scalar function. Okay, now the next is representing Lyapunov's function in the quadratic form. Okay, what is the equation of the Vx? So Vx is equal to x transform Px, that we have to study in the last session, where P is the real symmetrical matrix and it is the positive definite. Now, if the non-linear system is given, so what is the equation of x? X dot is equal to function of x, f of 0 is equal to 0, and v of x is equal to f transform x p into fx. So what is the equation of v dot x? So simply f dot transform x p into fx plus f transform x p into f dot x, where f dot x is equal to df of x upon dx and dx by dt is equal to gx into fx. Okay, so using this equation we have to represent the quadratic form. So the equation of v dot x is equal to z transform x, f transform x. Using this equation we have to put the value of f dot transform. Okay, then p f of x as it is plus f transform x p j into x f of x. So we have to common out the term f transform x and fx. So we can get v dot x, that is equal to f transform x in the bracket z transform x into p plus p j of x and f of x. Now same thing, we have to find the value of q. Okay, so q is equal to minus z transform x into p plus p j of x. So Vx should be negative definite or q should be a positive definite. Okay. Now we have to take an example of the non-linear system. E double dot plus E dot is equal to minus A E Q, where k greater than 0. Now the first thing is we have to choose the state variable. Suppose E is equal to x1, so E dot is equal to x2. So what is the value of E double dot? It is x2 dot. So what is the equation of x1 dot? X1 dot is equal to function of x, that is equal to x2, and x2 dot is equal to f2 of x, that is equal to minus x2 minus a x1 cube. Now the equivalent point is origin. So what is the J matrix? So Gx is equal to 0, 1, because in the x1 dot equation the coefficient of x1 is 0 and x2 is 1. So 0, 1. In the x2 dot equation coefficient of x1 is minus 3 x1 of square. What is Js? It is dx by dt, and x2 is equal to minus 1. Clear? Now P matrix, it is the real symmetric matrix P11, P12, P12 and P22. If P is positive definite, so we have to apply the principle of minor, and it is if mode of P11 greater than 0 and the value of P11, P22 minus P12 square greater than 0. So we have to check Q is equal to minus J transform X, P plus Pg of X. Okay, so put the value of J and P in this equation. So it is 0 minus 3k x1 square, 1 minus 1, P11, P12, P12, P22 plus P11, P12, P12, P22, 0, 1 minus 3k x1 square minus 1. We have to multiply these two matrices and add these two matrices. We can get minus 6 P12 kx1 square P11 minus P12 minus 3 P22 kx1 square. Then the third term is P11 minus P12 minus 3 P22 kx1 square, and the last one is 2 in the bracket P12 minus P22. Now we have to find the value of P11 and P22. So if Q should be positive definite, so we can get the value of 6P1 kx1 greater than 0 and minus 12P12 kx1 square in the bracket P12 minus P22 minus P11 minus P12 minus 3P22 kx1 square whole square greater than 0. It is applicable for the principle of minors and it is positive definite. So we have to simplify this equation. 12P12 kx1 square in the bracket P22 minus P12 minus P11 P12 minus 3P22 kx1 whole square greater than 0. So we have to take P11 is equal to P12 and P22 is equal to beta P12, where beta greater than 0, also P12 greater than 0. So equation 1 and 2 satisfy as x1 square is equal to 0. So we have to only check the equation number 4. So put P11 is equal to P12 and P22 is equal to beta P12. And then we have to simplify this equation. So 12P12 kx1 square beta minus 1 P12, that is greater than P12 minus P12 minus 3B P12 kx1 square whole square. Okay, P12 cancel out. We can get 12 P12 kx1 square beta minus 1 greater than 9 beta square k square x1 raised to 4 P12. Cancel out the term and we can get 12 beta minus 1 greater than 9 beta square k x1 square. Clear? So we have to write the equation like this manner. X1 square less than 4 upon 3k in the bracket 1 upon beta minus 1 upon beta square. Now if we have to change the value of the beta, so largest value of x1 where the beta is equal to 2. So we can write the equation like this manner. X1 square is equal to x1 square less than 1 upon 3k, or x1 will be vary from minus 1 upon under root 3k to 1 upon under root 3k. Okay, so if we have to draw the stability for this system, so in the Q matrix there is no x2. So it is the positive definite for any value of the x2. So stability region for this nonlinear system is minus 1 by under root 3k to 1 upon under root 3k. So if the non-linear system equation is given, we have to also find the stability of this system. Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt regarding the different LTI system in the Laplace stability, then you have to contact me in my email ID.